views about Shudasham? Getting better.
So maybe he will soon go home.
When?
Soon, in a few days, or maybe.
Oh. What's it? Bless them. We can learn a lot from these things. If you are not experienced on our own, but you can see how the reality of matter, of this life, of this is working. Unexpected, something can happen. We should always live like this. Those who are very advanced, they always carry this thought with them. Always they are aware that every moment this our life may be finished. We may lose, our dream may be coming to an end. We should always be ready. If we have become conscious, God conscious, then this will not disturb us, because it is just natural. Everybody has. And if we know that actually nobody dies, then you feel quite comfortable with the you are not will not feel separation from anything here, because we are expecting that we get back home, where perhaps many are already waiting for us. This is our real family. And what we have attained here, this is family in material life. We have become very attached. Then we may suffer, because everything has an end. But if you become Krishna conscious, and we should understand nobody dies, even though we are who are unqualified, we will meet our dears there. Just one has to be real Krishna conscious. He will take all others with him, because it works different on the subtle plane. Wherever we think of all the persons in the material world, they will be, if the pure devotee lives, then we will, if we have a little advancement, we will meet all of us again, but not in a material world, in the transcendental plane. So Bhagavad Gita gives us advices and are teaching us this art, We stopped yesterday in the second chapter about Sankhya Yoga. Yam hina yatayan diyate purusham purusharapa samatuka sukham dhiram so mittatvaya kalpati. Krishna speaks to Arjuna because he wants to avoid fight. But it was his duty as a Kshatriya. So Krishna spoke this word, O best of men, the intelligent person, equal in happiness and distress, who is not pained by these sense objects, attains liberation. So this is the very important point. We are running all for happiness in this material world. And in the same way, also distress appears. This is the nature of the material world. So, the intelligent person, he is equal, either happiness or distress may come. He will not be disturbed by distress and not be disturbed by happiness. Because as soon as you are going and running for happiness, you have to also accept distress. It's natural. So if you're not disturbed by happiness or enjoying mood, then you will also you can also transcend distress, happiness and distress. Who is not pained by this sense object attains liberation. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti explains, practicing tolerance with this discernment, the experience of the sense objects will, with passage of time, not give distress at all. When one reaches the state where there is no distress from the object of the senses, he is qualified for liberation. Amritatvaya. Nashato vidyate bhavana bhavo vidyate sata ubhayo api drashton das tvas anand anayos tattva dashipi. Then he says, there is no permanent existence for the body and no cessation of existence for the soul. Those who see things as they are see this conclusion about both of this. So there's no permanent existence of the body. I think this is, nobody can negate, nobody can even argument. Oh, this is stood. And it was no scientist can change this. You sent some commentary in the was given. He was taking the scientists' newest attainment that also animals feel pain or they feel attachment to their children, and they also have to a certain extent feeling like a human. I don't know why he's coming to this conclusion that it is, but it is truth, you know. But they say the Hindus, they are not thinking like I spoke, but I speak only what the Shastras say. Of course, they feel they are all jivas, or they are all spiritual souls. In this sense, they are non-different from us, just a different body. But you can also, if they want, they can also take a dog and a monkey to the university and teach them. There's a little difference. Capacity is not there. But of course there's also in the tree, in the grass, all this is living, they are souls. And we are not speaking against this is truth. But we see it and we practice it. Where on the other side, the Hindus, what he says, they're eating them and slaughtering them also. Nowadays, you see the Hindus who come here, I think 90% or more, eating McDonald's, working in McDonald's. So they should, we are not eating any animal. I did not touch since 50 years, anything from living. There is, one has to carefully hear if one wants to understand. The Shastra or Krishna's words are always truth. So there is no permanent existence for the body and no cessation of existence for the soul. Those who see things as they are, see this conclusion about both of this. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives an explanation on this shloka. This verse describes the results for those who have attained the level of discrimination. Actually, as Shruti says, the soul is not attached to matter. Asangohi yam purusha priyataranyaka Upanishad. Thus the jiva does not have a relationship with the subtle or gross bodies and its products, such as lamentation and bewilderment. This relationship is caused by ignorance. This is explained in this verse. So out of ignorance we feel happiness and distress. We're feeling that we lost something, we gained something, or every change in this material world in relation to the body, material body, and the sense objects are giving us troubles. So this is why we should see. We should either be disturbed, nor should be enjoy it. If you enjoy it, then you get attachment. You identify with the object, and you get distress. This is the law of this material plane. There is no existence power of the body, asata, the shelter of lamentation and bewilderment, because of its opposite nature to the soul, in which these do not exist. So this exists only on the in the gross form we accept in this world. This lamentation and bewilderment. And we should not identify with. We should learn to identify with our real self. And what is our real self? Anybody? We are spirit soul. We are spiritual living beings. We are speaking to each other, to whom we are speaking. We are speaking either to the body. So the body is expressing our consciousness, more or less, where we are living on the bodily or mental level, or we're living on the transcendental plane. This is possible. But we have to learn to be not disturbed by the external influence of this bodily conception and mental conception. Because we are not body, either we are not a mind. We are spiritual beings, eternal. We have been before, and we will be in the future. There is no identification with body. It is not, we are free from the conception of material life, because it is not real. It is illusion or imagination. One can see this when we are coming near that experience. If we are intelligent, it will be easier for us to understand it. Otherwise, we are in this illusion that it will go on anyway. We will enjoy now. Again, let us. And there is no destruction of the jiva with its real form, Sadhaka. Jiva. The soul is not a formless thing. We have a form, and we have also our eternal relation with the other liberated souls. It is not dead, or it is not lifeless, or there's no movement, or no. But there, everything is going with the flow. Means with the, we are all eternally have a connection with the Absolute, with the First, with the source of everything. And when we again come to this relation, we will be very disgusted with these kinds of relations we have in this material world, dual and bodily conception. So it means we can have a relation with every one who is taking birth in this material world. But we should not have relation or cultivate relation on the bodily level. Because we are spirit soul. So the conclusion about of this, the body and the soul is seen by the seers of truth. By this there will be no lamentation or bewilderment arising from seeing body and things related to the body because of the eternal indestructible soul in Bhishma and others of the opposing body as well as you and your alias. How can Bhishma and others be destroyed? So why do you lament for them? So Arjuna was also coming in doubts, He lamented about Bhishma and other great souls. Krishna tells him, how can Bhishma and others be destroyed? And why do you lament for them? It is only the external body. So when we think that these great souls, realized souls, that they are gone forever, then we have not understood. They are still present, but they are not present to our mind or to our physical eyes. But they are eternal, staying with the Lord. And they stayed already when they were present in this material world. They were already connected. They were already not identifying with the body. Is there any question or comments? Yes.
When you read or hear about these topics, so it seems so logical, like yes, it's true, But when the reality comes in front of you and you are inside the situation, then
I wanted to ask the same question.
Yes. I know. I know. Because we have to learn. We have to get practical experience. Happiness and distress you cannot separate. And many lifetimes it will take for many of us that we accept, hey, I don't want this kind of happiness I am hounded, or I am hounding for. This will never fulfill my real, or never satisfy me really. Because it's the nature in this material world. It starts very nice, a relationship between outside, with some other persons. But after some few days, the enjoyment fading away, then we start finding fault. Then distress, and then it's just we tolerate this distress for. This is a material world. You will not get what we are looking for. It is the happiness in the transcendental plane is always increasing, always going deeper. I want to do more. I want to please my Lord, or those who are with Him. So this is not decreasing. It's only decreasing if Maya illusion becomes so strong. It's testing us. It comes and says, you see, there's nice life here also. There's some goal here, and you have to just work, and then suddenly you realize you are old man or old lady. Still you're looking for the same thing. Yeah.
What about the body, when the body gets sick? Isn't that a reality?
It's also reality. A dream is also reality. But in the dream world, it is a reality. In the this bodily conception, or this world, material world, is also a kind of dream. Beginning, and so it is also a reality.
But doesn't one have to take care of one's body when one's sick, or in general?
Yes, of course. Fine. Why not? Swami Maharaj, he gave this example. He was going to leave the body. Then they invited him to London to make one tour again. He stopped eating, complete everything. Then he agreed, yes, I will come. Then he asked his sister. No, first he asked the cook, you make me vegan in fried vegan. Eggplant, you know? You know, eggplant? Yeah. They have become very heavy, fat when you fry them. And all his disciples said, we cannot give you this now, because you will not survive this. Then he asked his sister, Pishima, and she said, okay. He said this, he wants, I will make it. So he made these preparations, and he was eating and getting a little strength. Then he went to London. I wanted to go to America, but then he said, no, now bring me back to Vrindavan. Then in Vrindavan, he stopped eating, and he left not a long time. He left this world. So there's so many doctors and Kavirajas came to him Everybody has his medicine, gave it to him. But he did not accept any. It is because we have to face reality. This reality. Reality is you cannot survive whatever you may eat or whatever medicine you may take. So he decided to go. Our Guru Maharaj, he was, the last 2 years, he was like in Samadhi. He was hardly coming to the external plane. I remember when I came last time to Vrindavan, and we came in his room and he saw me. Then he stood up from the bed and he looked a long time to me. It took him a long time, I think 1-2 minutes. He always straight looked at me. Then I saw that suddenly he came out from the inner and from the soul consciousness. Then he starts smiling. And he spoke even a few words. Then after he left for Jagannath Puri, and Jagannath Puri, they decided to bring him to a doctor in Vishakhapatnam. There was a very good doctor. Vishakhapatnam, here, one of the first temples he opened. And there, all of a sudden, when they arrived there, the same day, no, the next day, he was in his room upstairs. I remember this room, we were staying there also. Then suddenly he started speaking again and started to become awakened, conscious to the external plane. Then always looking to a picture of his Gurudev. He was always looking. And then there was Gaudiya Arati going on in the temple. And he asked for a glass of water. And they gave him water. Then again he looked to his Gurudev. And he closed his eyes and he left. Very peaceful and conscious. For him it was not, he went directly back home. In the night time they brought him back to Puri by train. And they carried him around the temples. And they give him samadhi there. And such a soul lives, never have the feeling that he's gone. At least in my case, it was not like this. And when he left Vrindavan, this was just a few months before, all the young brahmacharis, they were assembled around his car. And I thought I want also to come close, but they did not allow me. They were full. So I stood a little in the back. But Guru Maharaj, mercifully, he looked at me long. And then he left. And then in January or February, I got a call from Puri. Guru Maharaj left. So first I was like paralyzed. But I feel like fainting, you know. And but I could not cry because it was like he was just standing next to me. Don't worry, I'm not gone. And I feel his presence. It increased even more than it was when he was here. These souls are not dying if we have become spiritually advanced, if we have get the mercy of Guru, Gauranga, then they will always care for us. Depends on us. It's depending on us. So this is what we should, at this stage we should come. That is very auspicious. And you forget everything what is in this world going on. Everything temporary. And our scientists, they're just picking out what is in the moment, what they are. It's insignificant. And spiritual realized persons and thousands of years ago, they have much more understood than all the scientists assembled on the whole planet. Because they have discovered how to survive, how we are not dying. We cannot die. Our desire is guiding us, this external world. If desire is there, okay, you come again. You try it again. So we are here now. Now we should see reality. We are not here because we are so fortunate, but we are fortunate actually. But it is because we have done something in the past, so we get opportunity again. Anything more to say? Otherwise, time is over. This speaking of Harikatha is keeping me alive. It gives strength. Otherwise, I would fade away. Nothing would keep, because my service to my Gurudev. He was thinking similarly. Why he keeps me so long time here, he many times said. All my friends all left they are now there. But I have to stay. So, yes, he accepted it. And he saw it is my duty to serve my Gurudev, to serve the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Pavistam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Vigsarya Stota Shata Shri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Sri Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Amsakarta Parudyascha Pasim Yogi Evatas Pyo Vaishnavya Pyo Namo